Okay, hey guys, so I know it's been a really long time, and I said that I was going to make a follow-up video or whatever after I got back from Dominique's court hearing. I actually did, but then I was just irritated and I was trying to edit it all together, and I get so frustrated, so I just gave up on it. But with that, he actually only got 32 months, and that's actually pretty good for what he did, and or for his charges, and he actually only has 24 left, so that's really good. And it's been like 2 months. He got sentenced in July, and it's now October. He got sentenced almost August, September, October, almost 3 months ago, and he's been gone for 8 months. Erica Marie's good. She's so big now, and she's just so much a handful now. Found out my sister's pregnant. That's exciting, and it's a little girl too. She has my nephew Elijah, and now she has her girl, and she's naming her Heaven. So that's really exciting. Tony, he said he's sick and like all this stuff, but I just kind of gave up on Tony and him being a dad, because he has done a lot of stuff that he has proved. Oh, glare, my glasses are breaking me. He has done a lot of stuff to prove that he can't be a very, I don't want to say good father, but he's not very reliable and trustworthy. He brought around his son, because if you watch my first videos, I explain how his son and my daughter are only 3 months apart, and he kept bringing her around my daughter, and that really bothers me because they fight a lot, and I don't trust her around my daughter at all. And I told him that, and I told him to stop bringing her around her, and I gave him like 4 chances, and I kept telling him, but there's a point when you can't give anyone chances until you just have to let it go. And then I gave him an ultimatum, and I was like, if you bring her around my daughter one time, you're not going to see her anymore. And he actually, that next day, brought her to my house when he dropped my daughter off. So obviously he grew some big old balls out of nowhere, and so I told him he can't see her anymore, and he like threw a big fit talking about I'm stealing his daughter away from him and stuff. And it's like, it's not even like that. I'm mad that he's making me out to be a bad guy when I gave him so many chances. Like, they beat on each other in front of their son, so just imagine things they'll do in front of my daughter, especially when she doesn't like my daughter, the fact that who she is. So that really bothers me, that he could even think it's okay to bring her around him. And so he left. He said he left the state. He said he's not in Arizona anymore, or in Phoenix, and that he left to a different state. But I texted him the other day, and I asked him, did you really leave? And he was like, well, it's since the 1st, because he told me on the 1st he was going to leave. And I was like, yeah, I guess. Alright, then bye. Then he's like, why didn't you ever come see me and see if I was okay? And I was just like, why would I come and see you? Like, I'm not with you. I broke up with him like 2 months ago, and he still like thinks that just because you have a daughter, like I don't know, he's weird. He asked me to check my phone when I was picking my daughter up one day, and I was like, no, you're not my man, you can't check my phone. And he's like, let me check your phone, and I was like, no. And he's like, you're the only person that I always thought that I never had to check up on, Tiffany. You're the one girl that I knew I had that I could always trust. And I was like, what the hell? What do you mean? We're not together. You're not my man. And apparently breaking up with him in person is enough, because when I went on my Facebook that night and changed my relationship status from in a relationship to single, he was like, oh, so you're single now? And I was like, yeah. That's what happens when you break up with someone. And he's just like, oh, well, it would have been nice if you told me. I was just like, okay, I'm not even going to deal with that. So, whatever. I've been getting a lot of letters from, well, that's all I want to say about Tony, because, like, I don't even feel like wasting my breath on him. But, Dominique's been writing me a lot of letters lately. And one letter was really sad, and it was kind of sad because he was mad because when I went to go pick up my daughter, and Tony was telling me to let him check my phone. Right after that, Dominic called me, and so he was really upset because then he knew that I was with Tony, and he took it the wrong way, and he wrote me a letter talking about a bunch of bad stuff. And like, I decided that I'm just gonna wait for him. I know what I was saying in the first couple videos, but like, I just had a lot of time to just sit down and think about it, and I decided that I'm going to wait for him because all I need to focus on right now is me, my daughter, and school. And that's it. And with me waiting for him, that gives me a chance to get all my life in check and in order and stuff, and not have to worry about a guy. I don't need to worry about them. And so then after that, I wrote him, and that means he would have got, when he wrote the letter, I had already sent a letter to him, so he would have gotten, like, explaining everything. So he would have gotten my letter the day after he sent his letter out. So when he got that letter, he probably felt like crap because he wrote me another letter talking about how sorry he was, and he called me and he told me he got my letter, so that he was gonna write me back. And like, I'm sure he felt really stupid after he wrote me that really nasty letter, and then he was telling me how sorry he was in the letter after that. But I was like, don't write me stupid ass letters, and you're not out of prison, you don't know what's going on. So that's really it. And taking my finals on Monday. I'm so excited, and I got to start 2 more classes, so I'll be done by December. And that's really about it. So like, comment, and subscribe. And I will make another video just explaining what's going on, maybe in a week. Maybe I'll just start doing these every week. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay. Bye, guys.